player's got one hockey stick. In sledge hockey, I have two hockey sticks. So I've got a left curve and a right curve.
Burning up the ice. Sledge hockey champ and Paralympic gold medalist Graham Murray takes me to training camp.
So I started playing sledge hockey for the national team when I was about 15 years old, right? And I quickly turned that into a career. I did it for the love of the sport. So through local endorsements and government support, you're able to live that lifestyle, to get your training done through the week, and then go off and put on the sweater that means the most to you. A typical training day for a sledge hockey athlete, especially leading up to the games, like in the few months before the games, you're training pretty hard because you want to be in peak physical condition. Yeah, so basically just start cranking the bike under resistance and start slow, and then work up to a good consistent speed. All you want to do is raise your heart level and keep your heart rate at a higher pace. And then anything, it depends on the workout you're trying to do, but basically our heart rate elevated, so you're starting to sweat. That's what you're trying to get out of it.
According to the National Institute of Health, the average resting heart rate for adults is between 60 and 100 beats per minute, and 40 to 60 beats per minute for well-trained athletes. A target or training heart rate is the desired range of heart rate reached during aerobic exercise. This enables the athlete's heart and lungs to receive the most benefit from a workout. The recommended target range for a 25-year-old adult is between 100 and 165 beats per minute.
Lift up and bring it down to your chest and touch. So do you want to try it with just the bar? So try and get both ring fingers on this line here. Yeah, there you go. Stable, bring it down and touch your sternum and all the way up.
A sledge hockey sled consists of a metal frame designed to allow the puck to pass underneath. Two skate blades attached to the base directly below the seat, and the front runner keeps the sled level, preventing it from tipping forward.
So what I would do, I would typically start out heavy early in the week and do what I call a pushing exercise, which is everything pushing this way. I'm going to use this to sort of mimic the sledge hockey stick that I use. You're pushing yourself a lot like cross-country skiing. So I'm going to reach out very far in front of me and then drive my pick into the ice. There's a sharp metal pick on the butt end of the stick. Drive the pick into the ice and push myself forward. To get up to speed quickly, you're going to do what's called a sprint stride. So in sledge hockey, we're using short, quick bursts of energy to drive the pick quickly in and push yourself forward. So it's basically 90-95% tricep, which is the back of your upper arm here. So you're literally just upright, pick in, tricep extend, and you just want to keep your upper body firm. My first Paralympic Games were in 2002 in Salt Lake City. I was pretty young. I was the youngest actually sledge hockey player at those games. So we went home and trained harder, skated harder, worked more. Worked harder to be a better team for 4 years, and went back and got a gold medal in Torino in 2006.
The sport of sledge hockey was invented in Stockholm, Sweden in 1961 by 3 avid athletes who were determined to get back onto the ice despite their physical disability. By the early 1990s, the game was being played worldwide and made its debut at the 1994 Paralympic Games in Lillehammer, Norway.
What you're trying to do here is keep your weight forward so that so it's not pulling you back, and you can literally, all you need to move is your elbow. So using your triceps, just bring the rope forward. I want to step out a couple of steps. There you go. I'm always doing it from a seated position, so you want to bend your knees a little bit and sort of keep your chest forward. And there you go. good. Yeah. So I like to switch onto the bench. You know, it's basically just a bicep curl. One arm at a time, 90 degrees. Maybe around 10 pounds or so. So keep your feet out in front of you. You can bring it up and rotate all just like that. So you don't need to go all the way up. Just past 90 is fine. Yeah, perfect. Here you are. Huge arms in no time. So I get up in the morning of the medal game and I'm pretty tired, but up pretty early because I'm ready to go. And I go to the mess hall or the food court or whatever, get a coffee, I drink the coffee, and then go get a second coffee, drink that coffee, and then back for a third coffee. And by this time, I'm awake enough to open my phone and I turn my phone on, and it starts flashing and beeping messages and things at me. And I realize there's people at home and people from all over the place, not just from Gravenhurst, where I'm from, but people from across Canada reaching out to our team, individual players, and saying how they're so proud of how we're playing. These messages that I got were what I needed to go out and play.
Now, Graham, you're a sledge hockey champ. Now, for our viewers out there who are curious, what's sledge hockey all about?
The simple answer, it's hockey. There's some equipment differences that I can show you guys, but I'll start with the hockey stick. So in stand-up, hockey player has got one hockey stick, right? It's got one curve, and he's shooting either left or right. In sledge hockey, I have two hockey sticks. So I've got a left curve and a right curve. And on the butt end of this stick are these sharp metal picks. So I use these to propel myself forward. And aside from that, because I'm not wearing skates, I'm in this, and this is probably the most important part about sledge hockey. This is my sled. So I'm a plastic molded bucket, metal frame, and skate blades on the bottom. But rather than show you here, how about we get on the ice?
Sounds like a plan.
Right on. There you go.
All right.
Stuff. There's a left and a right. This one should fit.
All right.
Just grab your sled and sticks there. Perfect. The strap goes over top of your ankles, under the bar, and then get the Velcro tight. And then there's a lap strap that's pretty straightforward as well. So grab your sticks left and right. Perfect. The idea is to pull yourself forward, get your arms in tight, and then extend. Perfect. I'm skating in a sled. At high speed, you can just do what's called a hockey stop. So on the left, back this way. Now we can practice a little bit of stick handling. So in sledge hockey, right, I've got a left hand and a right hand, just like you've got. So I use both sticks. And what I can do with these sticks is stick handle on my right hand or stick handle to my left hand, right? So I go underneath my legs. So I actually lose sight of the puck for a moment of a second there while I go hand to hand. Nice. Put the puck with you a little bit. And what you want to do is wind up for, whether you want to take a wrist shot or slap shot, but you're pointing your feet at the net, shoulders square to the net, and then when you follow through.
Well, that was quite a workout. But to this Olympian, what's the most important part of the game?
I got on the ice and I made it fun, right? Whether I was out there by myself, whether it was me and one other guy or me and 12 other guys out on the ice, we just had fun.
Salon services for Go Nitro provided by ID Hair Studio. Hair for who you really are.